All right, this is my Navtool update video. Sorry, the video is going to be probably a little crappy and using my old Samsung Note 3 to take the video. I just don't have a whole lot of other video equipment that can upload to YouTube, so take it for what it is. This is the startup screen that all the Navtools have, as far as I know. So mainly it broadcasts like it's like a hotspot more or less. So you connect to it with like Miracast. So if you look on my phone, my hotspot for my Navtool is 118. So I'm going to select that. And it says it's connecting. Sometimes it doesn't connect the first time just because right now I'm in my garage and I'm actually connected to my Wi-Fi. But it looks like right now it just paired up. Give me 1 second. I haven't used my phone on it in a long time. Usually I use my tablet to connect. Which the tablet that I have is an old Samsung, which actually came out in 2013, which is unbelievable that old technology, the old first Bluetooth crap connects to it just fine. But if you notice, it perfectly mirrored my screen. My phone is at the bottom. The screen is at the top. Let's see here. Let's go to the home. See, it's pretty much in sync. Sometimes there's a little lag. It can't be helped. I mean, it's just like when you try to mirror an image from your phone and watch a movie on your television. Sometimes there's a lag. Sometimes, the service disconnects, but it doesn't. I've never had it really honestly disconnect from my phone or my tablet. It's been a little slow getting started from time to time, but if you notice, the quality on the screen is pretty darn good. I mean, I know you can't really tell by the phone I'm using, but let's see here. We'll just go to, that's my music folder. We'll just go to Spotify, for instance. Now the sound goes through your auxiliary. So right now it's stuttering a little bit, which is, oh, well, you know what? Because I don't have any music actually downloaded to my phone. So the music is actually streaming from my system, and I don't really have any files that are downloaded to my phone. So I have noticed that when you download, like, say, your playlist to your phone, then it runs smoother because it's not having to work on streaming the music and pushing the image to the screen. So it works out a little bit better. Some people are against that, whatever. I mean, hey, take it for what it is. For me, it was a great purchase. It's worked great. No, you don't need any additional cables. The only cable that you'll need additionally is a headphone jack to RCA cord, because there's RCAs that come out of the back of the Navtool, and they go to the headphone jack in your armrest of your Chrysler 300 or Dodge Charger or Dodge Challenger. They're all pretty much the same. Wherever your headphone jack is, it'll plug in there and the music will come through there. Now, from time to time, which I don't understand, but there have been times where the music's gone through my Bluetooth just fine. I don't know what the difference is. I always understood that if I didn't have an Apple product, that it wasn't really plug and play. In other words, you couldn't plug the charging cord in the bottom and in the Navtool unit, and it would work. But contact Navtool if you have an Apple phone, because from what I understand, it can stream directly and mirror the phone through the cord, which I'm sure is a much better connection than a Miracast or whatnot. But I did tell you I was going to do an updated video. Here it is. I don't know really what else to show you. Right now, for some reason, it's a little glitchy, but I think it's because I'm in my garage. The first video I did, I was in a Walmart parking lot, nowhere near my Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi wasn't turned on, blah, blah, blah. I think, every time I've been in my garage just messing around with it, it seems like it picks up the Wi-Fi from my house and then messes with the Navtool. So don't know why, but if I'm, driving home, I drive about an hour to work every day. Driving home, get into my garage, I don't have any issues, probably because it's already connected just to my Navtool. But, starting up from my garage, for some reason I have an issue. So I guess my next video, I'll try to make a video, from another location at some point. But like I said, to me, it was well worth the money. I installed a front and rear camera as well. So if you look, that's my rear camera. Yes, my garage is messy. And then I connected a front camera, and you can just switch it by the controls on the back of the steering wheel. So I love the front camera because, when you're parking, parallel parking or anything else, getting close to a parking block, you love your car as much as I do. You definitely want to bang into that thing. So I installed a front camera. All I did, honestly, was took a camera that was made for the rear and I put in the front. The only thing that I have an issue with, oh, look, there's a cricket crawling across the floor. The only thing I have an issue with is the image is kind of backwards. So whatever you see on the right-hand side is technically on the left-hand side. But for me, it doesn't matter because I installed it just so that I know if I'm close to an object or not. I didn't install it for accuracy or to watch people in my camera. I mean, I don't, what's the use of that? So I bought it just mainly so I knew if I was getting close to a parking block or if my daughter drives my car, I definitely want her to know. So the nice thing about it is under 20 miles an hour, once you've engaged the reverse and you put it into drive, under 20 miles an hour, the front camera automatically turns on. I did buy cameras for my side mirrors, and there is a program with your laptop. When you program your Navtool laptop or computer, you can actually program it so that when you turn your right turn signal on, the right camera turns on, so you can check your blind spot. If you turn your left turn signal on, the left one. So it's a pretty nice system. For the money, you really can't beat it. There's a lot of haters, man, that hate on dude. Like I said, man, when I first got it, they accidentally sent me the wrong cord for it. And then I contacted them and they overnighted it to me and I got it in like a day and a half. I was fine with that, man. I've been waiting for a system like this for a long time. I was in car audio for many years and never could figure out how to put a head unit in here without spending a ton of money. And so this Navtool unit was a pretty good purchase for me. But that was the only issue. And then I was a little unclear on how it connected, but I've already given you the heads up on how it connects. I didn't really have that information. I didn't know it went through the Miracast if you don't have an Apple product. At the time I had a Chinese Android phone and it didn't work as well as it does with my Samsung. My Samsung's been a lot better, but honestly my Samsung tablet works so much better with it, but I try not to use it because it's kind of pointless then. I've got an 8-inch screen on my tablet and then whatever size screen is in the Chrysler 300, I don't know, 6-inch, 5.5, whatever, it kind of, defeats the purpose. But my whole goal was to have my navigation up on top. So I use Google Maps and it shows the Google Maps on the screen perfectly. Sound comes through the speakers. I'm happy. At the same time, I can play my Spotify while I'm driving. If I want to watch YouTube music while I'm driving, which obviously is probably against the law, I play my YouTube music playlist through it. I've watched movies on my break at lunch through it. All have been very good. Like I said, the only time I get interference is where I'm at right now in the garage, so I wish I could show you more, but I don't want to tarnish the product that this is. This is actually a really good product, and I've gotten my money's worth, and then some. This is right now a year old, and it's still kicking just fine. Was losing the Bluetooth, the right Bluetooth signal, right side of my car when I had Bluetooth connected and the Navtool connected. I was losing the right side. I just went behind it not too long ago, maybe a day or so ago, and the harness came unplugged a little bit. So it was just kind of half in and out. So I was like, okay, does that make sense? Snapped it back in because there was a lot of pressure behind it. I didn't do a really good job of tucking the unit behind the radio, or behind the screen, I should say. But anyways, so the pressure from above the radio must have unplugged the harness a little bit. Snapped it back in, it works just fine. Right side came right back. So, like I said, there's a lot of haters out there, but for the price, I'm fine. Navtool doesn't give you a whole lot of instruction. Everything I've told you, if you know anything about, electronics at all, you should be good. Most kids these days, I'm 43. Most kids these days know their ins and outs about Bluetooth and, Miracast and stuff like that. So, if you have an Android phone and you're, younger than me, you should be solid. You shouldn't have any excuses on why you can't get this thing working. Like I said, I'm slow to make videos. So, with that, I don't have notifications turned on my YouTube because I'd really only posted this video just to thank Navtool for this product. If you have any questions, I'll try to help you as much as I can. But, honestly, I did call Navtool a couple times, and it is the gentleman on the video is the only gentleman I think I talked to. I think he's the only one, which is fine with me. I mean, people were hating on that. Oh, he, runs his own business. Well, yeah, cool, man. He runs his own business. He probably works a day job as well. Hey, hell of a job hustling, man. I'm all for that. I don't have an issue with that. He got back to me. I'm not sure if he's located in New York or California. I'm in Chicago. So he got back to me in a decent amount of time. We did that instant messaging stuff, and I was up and running in no time and was fine. But yeah, it's like I said, it's pretty simple. If you want a good product, I recommend Navtool. Like I said, I'll try to make another video so I can show more. But I mean, there's no reason really. I mean, if you want it, go out and buy it. If you're still skeptic, don't buy it, man. But like I said, I've enjoyed it. For the price, you can't beat it. And take care. Talk to you later. Bye.